Social media for social change. You feel me? I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. That's quite easy and for me. Scheduling office. That's City Hall. Visitors. Alright? See the date? We're going to sign into this one. Alright? I applied for Martin Luther King's job and y'all got mad. If y'all can lock him up, y'all can lock up other white people. It's 2014. 2014. I was kidnapped for making a documentary about being black in America. Alright? You took everything I owned and made me homeless. I reinvented myself. You kidnapped me from my family. You stole me from my people. But I'm still Shorty. I'm still Shorty. And I'm still standing. Y'all want to protect white supremacy? This is the new face of old Jim Crow. This is the George Wallace of Baltimore. Yeah, I'm not George Floyd. I'm not Emmett Till. I'm not none of these faces on this sweatshirt. I'm Shorty. Shorty, pull your mask up. And I'm getting ready to unmask Baltimore. Just like Dred Scott, being black in America, 2021, 2023. Champion for justice. Shorty, pull your mask up? No. We're going to release all material to the voters. Governor O'Malley, Mayor Brandon Scott, we're going to release all material to the voters because we're talking about voter suppression. That's Commissioner Batts. That's Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake. That's Councilman Brandon Scott. That's Councilman Branch. Councilman Branch and Councilman Coran. The internal affairs case, all right, from 2010 to 2011, all right, all 911 calls. We talking about the prison industry, and the state's attorney got that. Like I said, we talking about Scott Shellenberger. I'm doing this at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing it at Starbucks in the light of day. Art and activism, the art of protest. I did this in 2011. It was like a social scientific experiment, and I put white people on this toilet. 2023. It's all about the black people protecting white supremacy in Maryland and in Illinois. People pay attention to dumbass shit. And this is Shorty's Traveling Art Show. I'm going to give you Thurgood Marshall in 2023. Alright? I'm going to give you the NAACP. I'm going to give you Billy Murphy. Alright? I'm going to give you my booking card. Like I said, I went home on vacation and came back on probation. You go straight to President Biden and Westmore, we talking about exoneration or the Supreme Court. I want to be exonerated because y'all use the 13th Amendment to incarcerate black America. You feel me? They go to NAACP. That's Governor Hogan and Shorty. That's Mayor Pugh and Shorty. Boyd Rutherford and Shorty. I got a hell of a story. I gave you the Shorty program. And the Shorty program was the political part. Alright? I gave you the political part. I gave you religious callings. I gave you medical, construction. I gave you business. I gave you real estate and horticulture. I gave you visual and performing arts. I gave you political involvement, photography, journalism, technology, law. I gave it to you all. I gave you a program for the people. And I gave it to you. Ask Ozzie Newsome. Ask Catalina Bird. These other supporters of Shorties, and we talking about the money you make off black bodies. Ask Bob Cocky. It's the art of getting money. Alright? The art of getting money. Ask Anthony McCarthy. Ask Senator Sidnor. Getting ready to show you your hidden assets. Your hidden assets. Hogan ain't gonna be running for office. Hogan gonna be running from a federal investigation. Can you answer my whistleblower's application? That federal investigation is a whistleblower's application. Ask the city paper about Shorty. Alright? That's George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic and Shorty. I'm an honorably discharged veteran of the United States. I'm a veteran. And I'm a whistleblower on your courts and your corruption in your courts. Elijah Cummings got this. You feel me? Elijah Cummings got this. I'm still standing. Art and activism. You feel me? Art and activism. That's Mark Clark in the Big Fat Morning Show and Shorty. You feel me? 92Q. Westmore. That's the prison industry. You feel me? That's the prison industry. That's Governor O'Malley. That's Jake Davis. And that's the Department of Justice. 2019. the Department of Justice, and y'all ain't did nothing yet. You feel me? That's Dick Gregory and Shorty. That's the Maryland Black Caucus. Alright? 1402 Lochner. I was kidnapped from my home, and our black leadership been silent on this shit. 1402 Lochner. I never got a hearing. A motion for a public hearing. I never got one. That's Jeff Majors and Shorty. You feel me? That's Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake and Shorty. That's Greg Bernstein and Shorty. Art and Activism. The Art of Protest. That's Kwesi Mfume and Judge Souter. That's Brian Frosh and Shorty. That's Bank of America and that's forged checks. See that? I was locked up in another state. That's not my signature. That's not my signature. That's Brian Frosh. That's Richard Durbin from Illinois. That's Brian Frosh. That's me right here. Case Jake Davis. Alright? See that right there? It says file with the police department. And I did. That's a legal notice. And that's John Bailey, my lawyer in Illinois. City, county, state, and federal levels. Black lives don't matter. Black money do. And that's what this about. You feel me? I gave it to you. Art and activism. Like I said, Governor Hogan ain't going to be running for office. He's going to be running from a federal investigation. Governor Hogan hired Robert Hur to protect him from an investigation. Robert Hur got evidence and knowledge of corruption. We will confront racism to create a more inclusive and just world. We stand in solidarity with our black partners, customers, and communities. We will not be bystanders. That's Starbucks and Shorty. Y'all made me famous for toilets, and I'm running with that shit. You feel me? I'm running with that. I put that toilet in Towson, and it was all about Scott Shellenberger. Alright? And y'all keep re-electing him. So if you go directly to Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court, he got my paperwork. We're using the 1964 Civil Rights Act, public accommodations, the right to access to court. Governor Moore got this. Governor Hogan had this. Governor O'Malley had this. Governor Schaefer, Governor Glendenning, y'all got this. Board of Elections, that's voter suppression. That's Board of Elections. That's Jared Gimenez. And that's me, standing up. That's Donald Trump, and that's Donald Trump. If Donald Trump can go to court, so can Shellenberger. So can 52 members of the Democratic Party. The RICO Act, the Criminal Act. And that's the act, and it's a matter of fact. Worley don't deserve to serve. Alright? Worley don't deserve to serve. We ain't got nothing for no justice for Donnell Rochester, Maurice Donald Johnson, Tawanda Jones. You feel me? We don't get no justice, you don't get no peace. That toilet represent how you treat black America. You treat us like shit. And I want my property back. You feel me? That's the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. That's Frederick Douglass. And that's your public defender. That's Shannon Sneed and Corey McCrae. You feel me? For more information, you can contact me today. Alright? It's about your courts and your corruption in your courts. I'm not a terrorist, I'm an activist. I'm a member of Out for Justice. Talking about the Supreme Court. Because I don't get no justice, you don't get no peace. We're going to take this shit to the Supreme Court. How you doing?
Morning.
Shorty's Barbecue. Yeah, I had to reinvent myself. Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. But I'm still fucking with toilets. And these toilets is going to be on public places. You feel me? Public places. Worley don't deserve to serve. You feel me? We're going to end this shit. They will congratulate a person doing the same thing as you, just not you, just because it's you. I applied for Martin Luther King's job and y'all got mad. Martin Luther King went to jail. He went to jail for a good reason. The good kind of trouble. Frederick Douglass did too. It's the right to film the police. So I made a movie all about Baltimore. All about Baltimore. You feel me? And ain't nothing that you can do to stop it. That's Abdul Salam and Tawanda Jones. That's PFK Boone. That's Ryan Dorsey in my toilet. And that's parole and probation. Like I said, I'm here in Baltimore at the Magnificent Mile, Harbor East and Starbucks. And I'm here with Donald Trump. Donald Trump and Nick Mosby. If Trump can go to jail, Mosby can go to jail. I'm a copywritten criminal. And it's all about you, kid. Like I said, you was Councilman Scott when I started this. See the date? 2008. That's my whistleblower's application. Please allow 30 to 60 days for this agency to respond. You see me? You got that. That's the legal notice. Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and Lake County. You was part of the Baltimore City Council. You have full knowledge of this. Like I said, ex-felons got a right to vote. I'm a member of Out for Justice. I'm a member of Out for Justice. In 23, it ain't gonna be just us. It's gonna be y'all too. You feel me? It's gonna be you too. Y'all freed Keith Davis? Well, y'all gonna free me. I applied for Martin Luther King's job. If you deny you know me on earth, are you gonna deny you know me in heaven? I'm not gonna wait that long. What's more, you know me. Eric Barron, you know me. Ivan Bates, you know me. That's the Creative Alliance. These are my supporters. And that's BOPA, Baltimore Arts and Promotions. Right here, clearly states August 2015. It's September now. Dear Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Commissioner Davis. All right? I'm writing you this letter so there's no misunderstandings about my intentions and commitment to the community to build a better Baltimore. I have attended all of your town hall meetings since 2014. All right? The ceasefire program. So we clear on this? I gave you Creative Alliance, Art and Activism, the Art of Protest. Go directly to Ivan Bates. That's my film crew. We're going to play the tapes. We're going to play all the tapes. Go to Eric Barron and get that information. Because these are the cases. Received 2012. Received 2011 at the States Attorney's Office. We talk about federal violations. Illinois, Maryland, federal violations. City, county, and state levels. I'm an activist. I'm not a terrorist. Making a movie ain't against the law. That's Judge Carrion. Go to Judge Carrion's office. These are inmates, which makes it a class action lawsuit. A class action lawsuit. I'm the best of the best in Baltimore. Remember that. These are the supporters of Shorties. So go to Josh Harris from the NAACP. They've been silent. That's Josh Harris. He likes photo ops. So he in this one. And we ain't gonna crop you out. You wanted to be in it, you in the middle of it. You've been knowing about this since you came here, and you ain't opened your mouth. You, Kobe Little, Benjamin Jealous, Sheila Dixon, none of y'all. But you want to be in my photos. Well, you got to take that. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Mine is worth $250 million. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. You said you was going to answer that mail. You got a lot of mail to answer. You got to answer the emails and the legal mails. Everything since you sat in that seat. Remember the Stop Snitching video from 2006? Well, now it's on you. You see something, say something. Silence is consent. Open your mouth. Bring that paperwork. Worley don't deserve to serve. I'm a member of Out for Justice, and it ain't going to be just us no more. We're going to get some justice in 2023. You feel me? We're going to get some justice in 2023. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? The world is watching, and they're going to see what you do. Do blacks have rights, or are you going to continue to protect white supremacy? I did my job. I'm a copywritten criminal. Nick Mosby, if Trump can go to jail, you can too.